Hey everyone! Okay, I filmed a lot this week and I don't have time to talk a lot because I really want to get all that information in. So, this is for the first Survivor Fitness Challenge where we had to do a bunch of stuff with food, which I'll explain later. My week this week was really good. I ate below my maintain weight calories every day, as I usually do, but I think it was kind of extraordinary because I did eat out almost every single meal for the last 3 days. I don't quite know what happened. We were just like out and about a lot. But at any rate, I stayed below my maintain weight calories even though I ate out all the time, and that is like huge progress for me compared to where I was when I first started. Also, I exercised even on Saturday, and I'm very proud of that. The two foods I picked to find a replacement for were soda and trail mix, and the one food I made was a replacement for fries, which I made out of butternut squash, and oh my gosh, I am so glad I was challenged to do this because I would have never made them. I don't really cook, and I love them, and I'm going to be making them all the time from now on. And it's even inspired me to buy potatoes and make my own baked fries here as well, which I'm probably going to do with garlic and Parmesan cheese. So I'm really excited. This week has been totally fantastic, and I just really wanted to announce very quickly, PEKWATAWOG has a website that I've created. The address is pekwatawog.wordpress.com because Team 4 is the coolest team, and we are the team to beat, and you will lose because we're going to win. The first food that I chose to give a healthy alternative to is soda, because so many people drink it, and it's one of the first things we think about cutting out when we go on a diet. I mean, we all know soda is bad for us, but we still drink it. Fortunately, there are alternatives, and I'm a big fan of them. First, let's look at Coke itself, the classic soda. Maybe we drink an 8-ounce can when we drink it, but more likely we drink a 20-ounce bottle, or heaven forbid more than that, like a fountain drink where we get 30 to 40 ounces in a cup. A 20-ounce bottle of Coke has 240 calories, 75 milligrams of sodium, and 65 grams of sugar. If that wasn't enough, there's a lot of high fructose corn syrup in Coke, which is shown to make people 40% more likely for diabetes than other natural sweeteners. And there's also caffeine. The combination of caffeine and so much sugar causes dehydration in the body. We may think the natural alternative to soda is diet soda, that's the healthy alternative, but even diet soda has 75 milligrams of salt. So basically it's just salt water. Plus it comes with loads of the chemical aspartame, which I'm not going to even talk about, but it's awful for your body and your brain especially. So if diet soda isn't the answer, then the closest alternative is natural soda. Natural soda usually either comes in 8-ounce cans or 12-ounce bottles, so your portions are controlled, unlike fountain sodas like Coke. Natural sodas are sweetened with cane sugar. They usually have no caffeine and can be found at any natural food store, such as Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, Central Market, Thriftway, or other similar stores. But many of them can also be found at your regular supermarket. One very popular brand is Jones Soda, which I think we've all heard of. It comes in all sorts of zany flavors, as well as the more common soda flavors. There are tons of these natural sodas. The canned varieties are great. Blue Sky, Hansen's Natural Cane Soda, and R.W. Knudsen Spritzers are the most popular. But there's a vast array of soda flavors from these companies, ranging from the normal flavors such as regular Coke-flavored soda, vanilla soda, orange soda, and root beer, to more fun and fruity flavors such as kiwi, strawberry, cranberry, and mango tangerine, etc. For an even better alternative with less calories than natural soda is flavored sparkling water. I prefer the San Pellegrino Limonata, which is sparkling lemonade, and Aranciata, which is sparkling orange juice. They only have 90 calories in the little bottle with 19 grams of sugar, and it's all natural. And although it might not curb your cravings because there's no sugar in it, the absolute healthiest alternative is sparkling water. If you want some flavor, the best way to flavor that is to put raw fruit inside of the sparkling water. I usually put it at the bottom of the glass and smash it up a little bit with a spoon. There are no sugars, no chemicals, no caffeine, and no calories, unless you eat the fruit at the end, and I think you should. I just have to say, this is really good. Do not take for granted sparkling water and fruit. Seriously. The second item I wanted to transform from unhealthy to healthy is trail mix. First of all, I wanted to tell you that trail mix isn't bad. It's a far cry from candy bars or chips. It's way better for you than those, but looking closely you'll see that all trail mixes aren't created equal. So first, we'll talk about Planters Nut and Chocolate Trail Mix. It's one of the most popular trail mixes out there because it has M&M-like chocolates in it. We'll look at this trail mix in detail in a second, but first let's look at another very similar one, which is from Trader Joe's. It's called Rainbow's End Trail Mix. For 1/4 cup of the Planters Trail Mix, you get 160 calories and 20 milligrams of sodium, which isn't bad for sodium, but we can do better than that. In the Trader Joe's Trail Mix, there are 150 calories in 1/4 cup, comparable to the Planters mix, but only 5 milligrams of sodium. The two have equal amounts of protein, carbs, and almost the same amount of fat. For something even better, however, I suggest dried raw almonds. They look like dry roasted almonds except that they're bigger and lighter in color, and they have way more nutritional value than roasted nuts. In 1/4 cup of raw almonds, you get 180 calories and 6 grams of protein, and no sodium at all. Best of all, though, they are a fabulous source of protein, fiber, vitamin E, omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, calcium, magnesium, and zinc. OMFG. Raw almonds are some of the healthiest, most nutritionally dense, energy-packed fitness superfoods available. Almonds also have more dietary fiber and more calcium than any other nut, which is great for everyone looking to lose weight. And coolest of all, new research is showing that almonds may be able to lower cholesterol levels in the body. If you prefer the sweetness of all other trail mixes, have 3 tablespoons of raw almonds instead of 1/4 cup, and mix it with 1 tablespoon natural chocolate chips of your preference. I like milk chocolate maxi chips the best. They're all natural, and I get them at Central Market. The chocolate chips add about 10 milligrams of salt, though, so make sure you take that into account. For the chocolate chips that I buy, 1/4 cup of almonds and chocolate chips becomes a total of 215 calories. That's more calories than the other pre-made trail mixes by about 60 calories, but who cares about 60 calories when you're getting that much nutrition from the raw almonds? I love this trail mix made at home. Hello everybody! I am making fries out of a butternut squash. I've never made them before, and I have a recipe from Courtney because I'm not a cook, and the thought of having to actually cook something from scratch was kind of intimidating. So she helped me out by finding me a recipe, and we're gonna make...
I am a cook.
So we're gonna make squash and see if Sean likes them. Cutting the squash is proving difficult. It smells like pumpkins, and it was a pain in the ass to open, but I did it. I'm scooping out the inside of the squash with a spoon. If you ever carved a pumpkin, it's very similar to that. It looks like a giant spoon, doesn't it? Yum, 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 yum. I'm cutting up the pieces now that they're de-seeded into smaller pieces that I can work with. With a smaller knife, I am now cutting the skin off of these, just like I would with a paring knife, but I don't have a paring knife. But we're skinning them, and you can't use a peeler, it's way too tough. Alright, all of my squash pieces are peeled. It says prep time 10 minutes, it's lying. That might be because of my complete ineptitude when it comes to peeling things with knives. But at any rate, it's finally done, and all the pieces are ready to be sliced up into fry size pieces. So that is the next challenge. I don't quite know how I'm supposed to get the big curvy pieces into fries, so I've made chips. These are all the curvy pieces, and now I'm cutting up the long pieces, and these ones are easy to make into fries. Man, does this smell good. I love the smell of pumpkin, and this smells fantastic. Alright, before baking, we're going to toss in 2 teaspoons of olive oil and a little bit of salt. I have tossed them with olive oil. I actually hand tossed it just by shuffling it in and out. So now we're going to put these into 2 pans, which I've lined with foil, and the oven is preheated to 425 degrees. The recipe calls for us to bake it for 20 minutes, then flip, and then 15 more minutes, but I am thinking I'm probably going to have to bake it for like 15 minutes because the fries are smaller. We shall see. As you can see over here, a lot were burnt, and that was my fault for cutting them too small and for leaving them in a little bit too long. Here is roughly the equivalent of a large fries at McDonald's. This is almost 450 grams of squash. Let's assume a little bit less because the skin and stem are removed, but really that's how much.